Self-acceptance will be your only challenge. It is for all of us. That's the journey that we move through in our lives. And that acceptance is an internal journey that we each take. And we don't know what that's going to be. So accepting it is means we have to go into some unknown of who we are, who we have been. And you can wake up and say, wow, I've really changed. Now I have to accept that new self that I have become. That's called self-actualization, self-discovery, personal improvement or development, however you think of it. It's a process that every human moves through. And then sometimes it can be really surprising, as it was for me, to realize that I had spent like 36 years downloading information that changed my life, healed me, and it was cosmic guidance. And I'm just recently discovering that it was all aligned energetically, which is what our entire universe is. You have a unique DNA that was aligned when you came into the world. And as you figure that out, you live this really great life. But I was meant to bring in a way for people to do that. And that was, again, challenging for me. And then there's an order that we discovered that's in the universe. Today is July 17th, but I'm going to show you the message that was for July 18th, but I received it last year. And if you've watched any of the Wilhelm sessions, or if you've seen any of the messages, you know that they give me stuff in advance. That's what really happens. And also, what I'm doing, this has been so difficult and challenging to explain to people how this worked, why this work changes your life, why it came about at this time in our world as well. So I'm doing a presentation, a free presentation on Saturday, and I'd love for you to come to that. And it's about authentic success backed by neuroscience, because that's when we receive our authentic, when we can live our authentic success, but we also move through a process in our consciousness. That's why neuroscience has become so important, so we can understand that. But there are other elements that Wilhelm has given me, and that's what I'm going to explain on Saturday. So I hope that you can attend. You can just register. And again, this is going to be something that you'll want to see. So register. We're going to, everyone who registers will make sure that you get the replay if you can't be there at that time. But if you look at the message, I'm just going to read the message from last year so you'll get what I'm talking about, because we're all moving through the same thing. We're moving through a changing world, and so we're figuring out who are we now. And I just happened to receive this guidance beforehand, and it's this. Self-acceptance will be your only challenge. We know it can be challenging for many, so we have offered guidance during your restructuring. This day could be difficult for many, including our messenger. So we had him record a video to accompany the message we provided in 2012. When you combine the two, you will become more willing to accept your new self. And that is really what's happened. All of this information was aligned and in different ways, but this one is the best one yet. You are continually working on your own, very own self-acceptance. And you see how the quotes are there? To get That's the way we think about it, because we always feel like we're working on something, we're trying to get there. And what we discover is that it never really ends. So if you go to anyadvicefortoday.com, you can hear the video, you can see the complete message. But I just wanted to give this to you tonight, and to invite you to the presentation, because it'll finally explain what this work is and why it changes your life, and which I know it will do. If it could do this for me, I know it could do it for anyone. So see you then. Thanks for being here.